My name is Jeroen Funke, and I'm in a comic collective. It's called Lamelos, and we've started, I think, 15 years ago as a collective. And before that, I did some solo things as well. We met in the art academy in Holland, and we started this like super group, comic group, you know. And now, after a while, everybody is starting to do solo things again. We're friends as well, you know. We're not just colleagues, but we're friends. And when we got together as a collective, we were still in art academy, and our teachers, they were kind of against comics, and they didn't want us to draw comics. So that basically made us like a really tight group, because it was us against them, you know, because they didn't want us to draw comics, and we were like, yeah, we'll do it anyway. And it was really bonding to have this common, well, enemy is a big word, but still, you know, it was us against them. We became good friends because we kind of have the same sense of humor as well. So, and it's hard to define these things, I think, but it's kind of absurd maybe, and you know, slightly weird, and I'm not sure. It's not really completely out there, but there's some elements that are not really like really polished or something, and we kind of like that. We like to experiment a lot actually. Basically, we've tried every way that you can make a comic with 4 different guys that you can think of. In the last 15 years, we've done practically everything. I mean, there's simple solutions like one person does the sketching, one does the inking, and one does the coloring, or you know, stuff like that. But you can also divide a comic. If it's like more pages, you can divide pages, or sometimes you divide scenes or that take place in different settings or something, or you can divide main characters. Kind of tried what works, and sometimes it's messy and chaotic, but it's fun to try and see what you can do with 4 people, you know. Sometimes one person starts and the other, you know, draws along, and then, you know, something weird happens. It's like knitting a sweater, and you know, the other guy knits another piece, and then you get this really strange sweater or something. And now it's more practical, I think. So now we just come up with a story together, and then one person does the artwork, and another maybe does coloring, and another does lettering or nice title bits or something like that. For the collective, we have the Cheese Hero and Poop Head. One has a cheese cubicle for a head, and one has a turd for a head, so he's Poop Head. We're working on our 5th and 6th album now. One of them is going to be like a 300-page album, so it's a lot of work. It's one story. It's going to be one story which is not something that we usually do, because we like to jump all over the place with this experimenting. So doing one big story is well, actually it's a new experiment for us to see if we can pull it off, you know. But my own characters are these guys. They're Victor and Vishnu. They're like a bear with glasses, and the other guy, the blue one, is basically a cross between a bird and a monkey. I'm not sure why, but what we did with Lamelos, with the collective, is also we did like performances. When we started, and we made our own small press comics, you know, and we really had this need to show ourselves to people, and not just with comics, but let them know that we were here, you know. Also because we love doing it, we love dressing up in weird costumes and stuff. And later we had an intern. He had to sew on a sewing machine, and well. Ever since, I've been unstoppable, you know. If you know how to use a sewing machine, you can basically make everything you want. I have to say, there's these series that have great monsters. Like if you have the Power Rangers, their monsters are insane. Like big pig heads with Roman helmets and arms and feet attached and stuff like that. Like really insane, but and stuff with eyeballs. An eye guy is made up entirely out of eyeballs. Really cool. But I think the predecessor of the Power Rangers is probably Ultraman. Ultraman it is. And he also has some really cool monsters, you know, these villains that he fights. It's just that, and basically the Japanese, they know what to do, you know. Also, if you have this Godzilla, then you have this Mechazilla and Mothra and all these weird creatures, and they really know what's going on, man. That's definitely an inspiration.